Good afternoon, students. Today we discuss about 11th Commerce, that is chapter number 8. In this video, we discuss about the topic of meaning and features of public corporation and also advantages and disadvantages. That is, we are in the previous video we discussed about the meaning, features, advantages and disadvantages of departmental organization, that is government involved in various business organization, commercial field. We discuss first topic, that is department undertaking. In this video we discuss about the public corporation. A public corporation is that form of public enterprise which is created as an autonomous unit by a special act passed in the parliament or in the state legislature. So public corporation is one of the public business concern, commercial enterprise, and it is autonomous unit fully financed by the government, and it is established by way of passing a special act in the parliament or in the state legislature. Since a public corporation is created by a statute, so it is also known as statutory corporation. The statute defines the objectives, powers, functions of the public corporation. So whatever the rules and regulations and also the object, power will be fixed by the government. So Life Insurance Corporation, the Indian Airlines, the Air India International is some of the example of public corporations. Now we discuss about the features of public corporation, that is special statute. A public corporation is created by a special act of the parliament or the state legislature, so it is called as a statutory corporation. So whenever the public corporation have to be formed, a special act will be passed in the parliament in order to start the public corporation. The act defines its powers, objectives, functions and all the rules and regulations are to be fixed by the relation with the ministry and the parliament. It will have a separate legal entity. A public corporation is a separate legal entity with a perpetual section and a common seal, like the joint stock company. The public corporation also will have a separate legal entity. That is, after the public corporation are to be established, it is different from the government. So it will act with the using of the common seal, and it will have a perpetual succession. That is, the life of the public corporation will going on. It will not come to an end. It has an existence independent of the government. It can own properly, can make contract and file suit in its own name. Capital provided by the government. So it is fully financed by the government. So the capital of the public corporation is provided by the government or by the agencies controlled by the government. However, many public corporations have also begun to raise money from the capital market. And then financial autonomy. A public corporation enjoy the financial autonomy. That is, it is fully financed by the government. It prepares its own budget and has authority to retain and utilize its earnings of the business. So whatever the earnings of the business, in the case of public corporation, it will use the funds. It retains the authority. So it can use the funds, it can prepare own budget, and it can follow as per the policies implemented in the public corporations. Management by board of directors. Its management is vested with the board of directors appointed or nominated by the government, but there is no governmental interference in the day-to-day activities of the public corporation. So once the board of directors are appointed, all the management are within the control of the board of directors. So the day-to-day management working, the government will not interfere. Own staff. A public corporation has its own staff whose appointment, remuneration and services conditions are decided by the corporation itself, not by the government. So all the staffs, those who are working in the public corporation, they are appointed by the public corporation. Remuneration will be fixed by the public corporation, not by the government. Service motive. The main objective of public corporation is service motive. Though it is expected to be self-supporting and earn reasonable profit. Public accountability. A public corporation has to submit its annual accounts and annual reports on its working. Its accounts are to be audited by the Controller and Auditor General of India. Annual report and audit reports of public corporation are presented to the Parliament or state legislature, which is entitled to be discussed. So whatever the reports, annual reports and accounts, audited accounts are to be presented to the Parliament in order to make analysis, because of it is established with the help of the Parliament. Advantages of public corporations. Advantage point of view, bold management due to operational autonomy. So a public corporation enjoy internal operational autonomy as it is free from the governmental control. It can therefore run in a business-like manner. So all the management of public corporation can take bold decisions involving experimentation on its line of activities. So though the business are to be run with the help of the government, all the financial decisions, financial matters are to be taken by the public corporation itself. The government will not interfere in the management control. Legislative control. Affairs of a public corporation are subject to scrutiny by committees of parliament or state legislature. So the press also keeps a watchful eye on the working of the public corporation. So this keeps a check on the unhealthy practices on the part of the management and the public corporation. So legislative control will be more in the case of a public corporation, because of whatever the reports sent to the parliament, that can be analyzed in the parliament. So the opposite party will also raise questions about the growth and defective of the public corporation running. So affairs of the public corporation are subject to scrutiny by the committees of the parliament. So press also keep in watch in the working of the public corporation. So all the workers in the public corporation, they will work with effectively and faithfully. Qualified and contented staff. Public corporation offer attractive service conditions to its staff. As such, it is able to attract qualified staff. Because of the qualified and contented staff, industrial relations problems are not much severe. So staff has a motivation to work hard for the corporation. So whatever the worker appointed in the public corporation, they are to be a qualified and contented staff. So based upon the qualification, they are to be appointed in the public corporation as a worker. So each and every worker will have a qualified person. Tailor-made statute. The special act by which a public corporation is created can be tailor-made to meet the specific needs of the public corporation, so that the corporation can function in the best manner to achieve its objectives. So in the case of a public corporation, special act are to be passed in order to establish, in order to run and control. So it can run on the basis of the tailor-made statute, so to meet the specific needs of the public, not affected by the political changes. Being a distinct legal entity, a public corporation is not much affected by political changes, because of the democratic nation, each and every 5 years the political change will be happening. So with the help of the political change, the running condition of the public corporation will not be affected, because of it will have a perpetual succession and a common seal and also a separate legal entity. So with these objectives, advantages, the running condition of the business public corporation will not be affected, even though the political changes will be happening. Then lesser likelihood of exploitations. The board of directors of the public corporation consists of representatives of various interest groups like labor, consumers, etc. So nominated by the government as per there is lesser likelihood of exploitation of any class of the society. So reasonable pricing policy. A public corporation follow a reasonable pricing policy based on the cost benefit analysis. Hence, public are generally satisfied with the provision of goods and services by the public corporations, because of it is one of the public utility services. So prices ought to be a reasonable one in the case of public corporations. So all the essential services are to be provided by the public corporations. So with that we conclude this video. Students, you can go through all the points which are taught in this video. Go through it, prepare it and write it in your assignment notebook, complete it and send a task complete message in the group. Thank you.